up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Savage Land. And today on the Savage Land, we have palette picks, which I haven't done in a minute. And we actually going back to the original format. Say what? Yes, you are Daddy's princess. But today we're going back to the original format. We're actually going back to the palette and picking figures off of that. And what I have here today is 20 Masterverse. And I'm thinking, how the hell did I get here? With so much Masterverse unopened from at least a year and a half ago. So I'm gonna open up all these so I can get them off that pallet and create some more room in my little area here, man. So today is just a day of reflection and just basically talk about where every figure came from and just running my mouth basically, man. And we're gonna open up some figures, man. Then I'm gonna talk about them in the end, and that'll be it, and they'll be off to a shelf somewhere.
Well, I'm Daddy's helper.
Yes, she is.
And I'm Daddy's princess.
Yes, she is. But today we're gonna go ahead and open this up. This 40 years He-Man. It has discoloration on the head. Look like it has different paint on it. When you hold it in different light, it has a different hue. But looks good to me. This is the first Masterverse. I think I like the proportions on it. And I like the way they've been going, because the Revelations, I don't know if they're going to continue to do that like that. But those proportions look crazy. That's why I don't like King Grayskull as much. Of course, I love a nice chocolatey He-Man, but those proportions, his head looks tiny. Oh man, so we dealing with all types of stuff here. Alright, so like I said, I'm a Skeletor variant collector, and this Skeletor right here is the movie He-Man Skeletor, which I brought maybe like time goes by, man. It was under a year, maybe about 7-8 months ago. Once again on sale. This line, why I have so much stocked up, because it's always on sale, man. You just wait a little bit and it'll go straight on sale. And you know, some of the stuff I don't want to pay full price, I really don't care too much. But I do remember He-Man, the movie I did watch as a kid. And once again, some great art on the back. Not all of them have great art, but like a big spread. I mean, that is art to me. I'm gonna cut that. I cut up a lot of boxes for art. I say I'm gonna eventually do something one day, as far as diorama wise, and I will. But will I ever have the time? That's the question. Yeah, it looks cool. Y'all look cool when y'all had both of them up on there. You had them both just riding that pony style. All right. All right, so we starting to get down almost to the end of it, but I'll go through these figures that I found not too long ago. About a month ago, if you looked on my shorts, which was the same, well, about 2 weeks ago, was the same shorts that I was gonna put on figures of the week, but this was in it. I found a Motu Wave at Ross for like, yeah, these shits was like $3.99 a piece. I got Manny faces, which I never planned on getting. But I was like, yo, for $3.99, how can I resist? A whole Motu's Wave for $12. And it's New Eternia. More what I'm leaning to. I got a Pigman, the 7-inch Pigman. And then I got a Shadow Weaver, which is pretty cool, which for customizer, you can turn that to Lady Death from Infinity Gauntlet with Thanos. That'd be something dope. And then I got Sorceress. So, you know, it's like, wow, that's some beautiful art they got on the back for her, yo. It's just dope, man. And also I got Stinkor. This is a figure I paid full price for about 1.5 years ago that I just wanted, and this is kind of like one of the last ones I paid full price or even cared enough to even try to get. And then this New Eternia Stratos, I believe I got on sale at Target. Just one of them days I walked in and he was on sale, and I was like, you know, what the hell? I'm gonna bring him home with me, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust these open, and then we'll get down to the 2-packs for some of the first Revelations figures. I brought, like Faker, the one that looked like he was half Terminator. So we'll get into those next. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust these open. All right, so we down to the last little stack here. Actually, a lot of figures that I brought when I first started collecting this Revelations line and New Eternia. I don't think anything in here is a New Eternia. It might be all Revelations. But so I'll go through each one. Faker, I actually paid I think the actual price for him. This is a figure I got 2 years ago. Thought it was pretty cool with the concept of, instead of being like a blue He-Man, it's more like a robotic with fake skin, like a Terminator. As you all know, if you watch Terminator, it's really not a person, it's a fake person. Also Trap Jaw. I'm trying to think, did I pay regular price for him or not? I can't remember, because these things, they're getting up there. Like I said, we're going on 2 years. But once again, Revelations line, still a decent figure. Head on this one doesn't look bad because you got the big oversized underbite that he has, so that kind of makes up for him. But pretty dope looking figure, man. I will tell you this, by opening these figures up, I used to look at it on the pallet like, man, what was I thinking? Why did I get all of them? But all of these figures, awesome, awesome, great, man. I'm glad I got it. It's a colorful bunch here with a lot of great accessories and a lot of sculpt and a lot of paint put into them. Also, got Powers of Princess of Powers Hordak. I brought this maybe almost maybe like 6 to 8 months ago at Target, and it was on sale. It was like $8. So how can you deny a deluxe figure $8? And Hordak always looked pretty cool. I'm not so much as fond as him as I'm as fond as Skeletor, but he looks good in the 7-inch form. It's that 40th anniversary Hordak, which pretty much follows the same line as New Eternia. Now this figure right here, I paid full price for. I really wanted, because that's the first time I ever seen a chocolatey He-Man, which is King Grayskull. Pretty dope figure. I just think his head looks too small. His body, his thighs is all big, and then you get to that head and it's small, but he has articulated cape, and I just still wasn't satisfied with him. When I got him in hand, I was like, man, he looks a lot different in person, but we're gonna open him up finally and see what it is with him. And then we also got, which I bought on clearance about 1 year ago, is the She-Ra, Princess of Power. Once again, 40th anniversary. Oh man, look at that cover art on the back, man. That is fire right there. Damn, that looks good. But yep. And then last but not least, Triclops, which I might have paid full price for him many moons ago. Looks pretty good. He's like a cult leader in Revelations. You see, he's got his robe dressed up here, and pretty much 2 figures in one. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these open, get these busted open, man, and then I'm gonna lay them out, talk about them, man. We're gonna call it that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are. I'm back several days later. That's just sometimes how it goes, man. I think I did the part with my daughter maybe about 4 days ago on Saturday. Today is like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. But the biggest part is, we're going to finish this off. And the biggest part is this whole unboxing. I know you've seen these toys all over the internet for the past year and a half, 2 years. It's, what do I think about Masterverse, Origins, Revelations, New Eternia, all that together? Is it a line worthy to keep going on? Is it good enough? And my answer is yes. It's totally good enough, man. The people that's in green, being I got it on green screen, I'm gonna have the green screen. I'm gonna snap it off so you can get a clear look at them. And but great line, man. Full of great wonderful and fun characters. Everybody's different. This is almost a line that's like the epitome of a toy. I tell you one thing about Mattel Masterverse, they might not have the better articulation than Hasbro, but as far as that, they do make up with the paint and the wash and the sculpt. Like this Skeletor, movie Skeletor in the background here looks like something from NECA. I couldn't see Hasbro doing a figure like that, man. And the She-Ra Power Princess line, that looks good also. I mean, of course, it's like really like one and the same. See my collection of Skeletors, got Scarecrow there. Yeah, like I said, man, great line. I think it's worthy of going on. I'll just kind of go through my favorites right quick, and then we'll call it that, man. But I will say I enjoyed opening all of these toys here. So real quick, I just want to stop at each section and kind of point out my favorite one. I kind of got them grouped off. So what I started with was it's in the back. I'm glad I opened this flocked Panther. What a great figure. He feels great. He looks great. A slight upgrade from the past. Articulated jaw. It's always fun when you got an articulated jaw with a figure. And of course, he has the breaks at the legs. Not crazy articulated, but more than the vintage line, and he looks good. Looks like a bag of Crown Royal. Nice, great purple fur on him. And then we got the Sun Man that's in the back. You couldn't see this. This is good. It ain't nothing but Origins figures. I think this is cool. I will say about this little 3-pack here, this is the best figure here. I mean, he really looks like an Asian Asian character, man. I think they did a good job. Just to be such a simple toyetic sculpt, it captures an Asian man very well, man. They did a good job on that, man. You can put the cap on him, and that's always fun. You got Pig Man here. He looks really good. He looks just like the Origins one, his smaller counterpart, but great 7-inch transformation. And then in the back, being that you can't see him, then I'll get into my favorite one of these kind of like animal guys. We have Whiplash. I was not looking for this guy at all, but great figure, man. He's got the bendy tail in the back. He's big. He's a figure that you can use outside of He-Man. If you want to use him for an ogre or some type of troll, medieval type of scene, man, he's great for that, man. And that's what's cool about some of these figures in this Masterverse lines, that you can take them out and use them in other displays and other backgrounds. But out of these beasts, people like this Pig Man, Stinkor, which is cool, and the Whiplash, man, I have to go with this beast, man. Another figure that you can take out of this line and use somewhere else. The fur on him feels really great. Their soft goods are phenomenal. I mean, this is up there with NECA. Just the way it feels. It really feels like a really soft, like a cat or something, man, or some type of animal, man. It just looks good. Just a great looking toy, man. And you can also take him out because he's not the regular adoption of the beast, man. He's just a different iteration, man. And you can put him in with other toys, and you know, make something happen and make it a pretty cool scene. All right, now we're gonna go over to some He-Mans that I have here. I really was looking forward to this figure. This was during my pre-order days. I had him pre-ordered, and then I took him off when I finally saw him in Target. I like the concept of a chocolatey He-Man, especially an ancestor He-Man, but his head is too small. Look how big his thighs is, man. This is great. Like everything else till you get to the head, it's like, I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head. Remember that from Kids in the Hall? Yeah, I'm an 80s kid. Alright, but anyway, man. But I still like him, man. Maybe one day I can find a different head sculpt for him. But wired cape in a domestic toy line, which is awesome. You can't beat that. And this is soft also, too. This feels like a bomber jacket. Almost feels like a Sherwin or some shit, man. It's dope. He's a great toy, man. They just dropped the ball. His head is too dang on small. I'm not a big fan of He-Man, but when a cool one comes along, I tend to pick him up. This right here is basically like, I think the new Eternia He-Man, but basically almost just your regular He-Man here in the 7-inch form. And it's kind of hard to find this in the beginning with Masterverse. Just a regular plain old He-Man. He's good, but they screwed up on the paint on his face, man. He looks like he has a suntan or something. I don't know what happened with it, but in the light you can tell his head is a different color than his body, man. But as far as in a 7-inch form, this is a pretty cool He-Man. Look, he's such a dork. He knocked everybody down. But anyway, man, we'll slide over the Faker here. I thought Faker was pretty cool. I just thought it was a different take on it. Kind of reminded me of a Terminator. I thought about putting him in different scenes where you have guys made of steel, like steel, or a Terminator, a NECA Terminator, or something like that. So that's the only reason I got him, man. I believe I did pay full price for him. This is in the beginning of me buying this line, but maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. Who else we got here? So let's move it on over to the Skeletors. All right, so these are pretty much my baddies I have here. My Skeletors. I'm not a huge fan of He-Man. I am a Skeletor guy. I don't know what it is, but all my life I pretty much like bad guys in the cartoons. I always thought they were cooler, man. But I'm also a Skeletor variant collector. Apparently I am, just like many other lead characters. But I will say this Manny Faces is dope. I got this maybe a couple of weeks ago when I picked up some other figures. What else did I pick up? Oh, I picked up the Sorceress, and I picked up the Shadow Weaver, and who else came in that, man, that I picked up? All of the the Pigman. All of these figures were good. I got a full wave of this wave right here for $16 at Ross, which was totally worth it. And this Manny Faces is so dope. He comes like this little case, almost like Zartan, with the different faces in it, and that is just fire, man. That is fire. He has a little gun that can like twist on top of his head, and you can change the faces. I haven't done that yet, but I will. And then he comes with a set of fists, but that was totally worth $4. He's totally worth 20 bucks, to be honest with you. Also the Scarecrow, of course, like I told you guys, I paid full price for that. That's okay. I like this adaptation of Skeletor right here. Head too small. Once again, he's part of that Revelations, but he's still cool, man. He's better than He-Man. I give him that. And then this Skeletor here, this movie He-Man, is just fire. That is a good figure. You can put him anywhere, really. This is a great figure here. Look at that face sculpt. I mean, it's awesome, man. Look at the sculpt on the body. Look at the paint, the colors, soft goods. I mean, you could throw this in with Conan and it'd still be cool. Hordak I came across last year, about a year ago, on sale for 10 bucks. And he's totally worth it. He comes with an arm that shoots a laser and all that. And all these guys got plenty of accessories. Plenty. Too many for me to even go through, because I don't even care that much to do it. But my favorite out of this has to be between Many Faces and the movie Skeletor, which all of them are good, man. The cool thing about this is, like, this property here, man, goes automatically on sale, and it doesn't mean that it's bad. I just don't know what's going on with sales or distribution, but it's totally worth it. Most of these figures I paid $10 for, not because I was waiting on them, just because by the time I came around to them, they were already on sale. And then you got this futuristic Skeletor, which was one of my favorite Skeletors out of this. What's such a toyetic figure, man. I mean, he is dope, man. This is a different take on Skeletor. Don't care too much for the cape. That's kind of cheap looking. That's like some 80s fucking Powers type shit, man. DC shit, but it looks good though. Could have used a little bit more paint on the back, but look at the scope, man. Look at the cyberboard he has on there. He's kind of like a mix between electronics Skeletor, man. So he's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. He's my favorite out of these Skeletors, but I got a lot of favorites in these Skeletors. I mean, it's just like I said, it's a great line. And then last but not least, we have the women here. We got She-Ra, who looks great. If you could use her in something else, that'd be good. She's kind of a tall woman, but you know, you can kind of have that Wonder Woman aspect of her, kind of like an Amazonian. And then I believe this is Sorceress. I believe this is it, but pretty cool. Marvel Legends should have did this with Gambit's cape, okay? See how she has this elastic here, kind of holding that on? That's what they should have did. Not Gambit, Banshee. From that 3-pack, man. and she can do same Banshee stuff, put her arms out and everything, but that is just way better because they have the same material as far as a cape wise. I mean, it might be slightly different, but nothing too crazy. It's nothing fancy, very cheap on both ends, and they could have did that and made that a lot easier. And then you have this Shadow Weaver here, which is a pretty dope figure. She doesn't have any feet or anything. She kind of has like this stand like Orko would come with that she sits on, man. But it's cool. I guess she's supposed to be like a floating type figure. I thought she would be great for a Lady Death, for somebody doing customizing for Infinity War. You know, pan it up, kind of switch it up a little bit. But dope figure, man, dope figure. Like I said, once again, part of that wave. This Sorceress, like, look at the sculpt on that, man. These are great women figures. These are way better than Marvel Legends women's figures. Okay, they're double jointed, they're pinless, they're sturdy, they can stand up, you know, and they come with great accessories too, man. And then the soft goods is just real pliable, man. So this is not a skirt that can really get in her way. It does a little bit. I'm not gonna sit up here in front like it don't, but you know, she can move, she can do what she needs to do. So for the most part, she looks like a standing goddess like type figure with her arms out, man. So but the women in this line are great. It seems like to me with Marvel Legends, the women don't get as much love as the men in that line, or in Hasbro in general. But with Mattel, it doesn't matter. It's whatever it takes to make that female figure look good. So there you have it, folks. Pretty much my Mattel Masterverse collection. Everybody's pretty much falling over. But man, a great line. If you were interested in getting some of these, you've been on the fence with it, I would try them out. And you can try them out on clearance because they go on clearance quite often. It's the holiday season too, so you'll see plenty. But I'm glad I opened them up. What is such a great cast of colorful characters, and there's a lot of them you can use in different situations. Some are too toyetic. The Beast Man that I was telling you guys about there down on the end, you can use him in different situations. That Whiplash in the back, the big green guy with the bull horns, you can use him in different situations. That movie Skeletor, and then there's a few other you can use in different situations, but those guys are good that they can bounce between different lines, man. But that's it. I think Masterverse is wonderful. Don't know how long it's gonna last. I really don't care too much for Revelations. I'm more of a New Eternity guy that has the bigger heads, and I've always loved Origins. Out of all of them, the little short ones I showed at the beginning, the Origins figures, those are the ones I like the best, man. Masterverse really has to kind of win me over with figures, but Origins is like automatic in my heart right there, and it's not even a nostalgia thing. I just like those figures better for some odd reason. But this is the Savage Land. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. We do this for the love and beauty of Mattel, He-Man, Motu, Masterverse, New Eternity, Origins, and we go again. I had to lay it out for you, but we do this for the love and beauty of action figures. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe, follow me at Geppetto910. And until the next time, God bless.